Hey everybody, hope you had a great holiday weekend. So the assignment here we're working on is exercise 6-7. And what we'll be looking for is calculated weighted average unit cost. So if you look here, you can see what we've been giving, and I put that into Excel here to help us go through the numbers. So I just took it here. All right, so first thing we got to do to get the average unit cost is we need to sum these units and sum the cost, and then we'll divide the cost by the number of units to get the average cost. Now you notice I did not put in this last entry here. That's the ending inventory. That's what we were left over with, so that doesn't count. So here we go. I put this in Excel, and if we slide that down, we can see the total number of units available for sale is 673, and our total cost is 4,142. So when we divide that out, we get an average weighted cost of $6.15 each. Now, one thing you got to be careful about, you might think, oh, maybe I can just get the average by looking at the prices, but because all the quantities aren't the same, that doesn't work. You can't go 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 7 is 18 divided by 3 is $6. It doesn't work because it's not weighted. So let's take our 6,155 and plug that into mine. Does anybody else get nervous when they hit this button? Okay, so we're good. All right, so now here is the next part. We now need to figure out what our ending inventory cost and our cost of goods sold are for the three different methods: FIFO, first in, first out; LIFO, last in, first out; and average cost. All right, so because I'm on the average cost, and I think that's probably the easiest one, we're going to start there. All right, so first we have to know is that if we had an inventory of 113 and we made two purchases here for 673, that's our total available for sale. We know we had an ending inventory of 221, that was given to us, so that means the number of units we sold would be 452. So if we slide down here, all right, so to calculate cost of ending inventory, we take the 221, which we were given, times our average price, which is $6.55. That equals $1,360.26. We round it. Yeah, they want it rounded with no decimals, so we'll get rid of those. Now, that means that if we had a total of 673 available sale, we had 220 left over. That means that we sold 452. So that, to get our cost of goods sold, we take our sales number of 452 times the average cost, and we get $2,782. Now, as a check, if you take your ending cost of inventory plus your cost of goods sold, you should equal your total available to sale. So you can see here as I added these two, I do equal our 4,142 plus some change that we'll round off. So those answers should be good. So we can put that in here, and we need to be careful we put the right one in the right spot. So cost of ending inventory, we'll say is 1,360. Cost of goods sold, 2,782. All right, so now let's move on to our LIFO. Here, let's get rid of some stuff. Let's hide this. Okay, so for LIFO, that means last in, first out. That means that when we buy our inventory, we're going to sell the last ones first. And so whatever is left over in inventory will have a cost based on the oldest prices. So let's look at our cost of ending inventory. We know we had 221 available. And if we look here, because it's last in, first out, we sold these first. So the ones that remain in inventory are the oldest inventory. We have to get to 221, and we have 113 available. So we'll put in 113 at the cost of $5. That gives us $565. Now we still got to get to 221. So we subtract from 221 what we already took. That gives us, we need another 108. We got to take that from the 612 purchase. So we're going to take 108 there at $6 a piece. It gets us to $648. So this gives us a total cost of ending inventory under LIFO of $1,213. Now we want to get the cost of goods sold also, which means in LIFO, that means we're selling, our 452 will be of the newest purchases here. So we're going to take all of these 217 at $7, get $1,519, and we're going to take as much as we can here. Let's see, we got 235,000 that we need out of this 235 out of this 343. So we're going to take those at $6. That gives us $1,410. And when we total our inventory, the 452, we get $2,929. And now as a check, we should be able to take our cost of ending inventory plus our cost of goods sold, and we should equal our available for sale again, the 4,142. And when I total those up, we do get the 4,142. So under LIFO, we go over here, cost of ending inventory. Under LIFO, make sure we get in the right spot. 1213, and cost of goods sale 2929. Okay, that leaves us with FIFO. Let's get rid of these. Okay, under FIFO, first in, first out. That means we're going to sell the oldest inventory first. So when I look at our cost of inventory, what we have left over, we have to use the newest product here. And we know that we've got 221 we need to go. So when we look here, we got 217 that we'll take at the $7. And when to get to 221, that gives us 4 more. So we have to take 4 more of these right here out of the 612 purchase at $6 a piece. And you can see 217, we get $15.19. The 4 at $6, we get $24, giving us a total cost of $1,543. Now for cost of goods sales under FIFO, that means since we sold the oldest first, okay, and we got to get to 452, we can take first 113 at $5 each. That's $565. We still need to get to 452, so that leaves us 339 that we can take out of this 343 at $6. So we do that, 339 at $6 gives us $2,034. So there's our total, 452 that we need. There's our total cost of goods sold, $2,599. And as my check, I take cost of ending inventory plus cost of goods sold, should equal our total of available for sale, which is the 4,142 above, and it does. So these numbers should be correct. So in FIFO, cost of ending inventory, we're going to put in, and they don't want any decimals, so 1543, and we're going to put in 2599. And now we're going to see if that all works out. And there we go. We're good. So I was going to go through some of the way to do it in Excel. It just seemed really complicated. If anybody wants a little bit to help figuring out how to do this in Excel, it makes the math a whole lot easier. Message me in the notes and I'll be happy to to work with you if you need a little help. Thank you very much. Have a great week.